Ho ho no, it is not Christmas. It's getting there. It's December, aka the last month of this year, to try to make something happen or to push those numbers up as high as possible, right? What is the goal this year? Well, I wanted 100 candy machines, one real estate property, and I wanted my serving book published for sale, Kindle audio. Well, where are we at? I do have the property, I do have the book finished, but not published, right? As far as the candy machines, did I hit 100? No. Did I get close? I did okay, right? We kind of cut the bottom line, we cut the meat off the fat, we trimmed the fat, right? From the bottom, right? So we got rid of some lower end locations, we revised and turned them into better locations, right? So if I still have that 50 to 60 number, it's a better 50 or 60 than it was last year, right? Instead of a bunch of FDC locations, I have more ABC locations, right? Trying out this location today. It is a bar. I'm excited. They do have pool tables. It is my one day out of that birdcage, so I'm trying to make the most out of it. I have to hit up as many candy machines as possible. I think this should do okay. Let's take a look.
A little warming and stuff like that.
The nice thing is we do have a couple pool tables right here. Getting some action going on. ATM. Looks like they do have some games, some TVs, and then all of a sudden, I just got the good old classic triple candy right here, which is nice. Pops off nicely. Looks clean. Always cleans up nicely. The stand is questionable. I do have a chrome stand. I think that would pop off a little bit harder. Right now, we're just sticking with the crowd favorites. We do have the holiday, 'tis the season for the holiday peanut M&Ms. We do have Skittles and some Reese's Pieces. Label's a little faded right here, but this part still looks good. I realize that you can get these labels without the nutritional facts, which obviously no one gives a shit about. So it would extend the picture of the peanut M&M for the full length of the sticker versus getting this miniaturized because of the nutritional facts. So I'm starting to move into those stickers, just let them pop off. I do feel like they are important. About 4 to 6 on the peanut M&Ms, 10 to 12, 10 to 12. Try to be as generous as possible. But yeah, the machine looks good, ready to go. On to the next one. Thanks, yeah, and take care. Have fun. The good news is I wanted a location bunch up next to this initial location. Barbershop I have kind of in the middle of nowhere, kind of far away. And the good news is that bar that I just set up was 6 minutes away from here. I was like, let's go. So now I got 2 excuses to come out to this area. Can we make it 3? Let's take a look. So interesting enough, the Starburst and the gumballs sold out almost completely, and then in the middle was some Skittles that looked like weren't moving at all, to the point where I was like, is this dispensing correctly, or does no one want Skittles at this location? Maybe it's just, when it comes down to the 3, you're just like, oh, I'll take a Starburst, I'll take a Blow Pop, I'll take a Starburst, I'll take a Blow Pop, never get into the Skittles. But I thought we would switch things up. I know they wanted a different candy in here, so here we do have, look at that label. How much nicer does that label look than the nutritional fact label, right? So I'm gonna convert or just start using all of these really nice labels. I actually have Blow Pop Gumball labels in my mailbox right now. Unfortunately, I didn't bring them, so I kind of had to use this backup, which is a decent backup, but still, it's not as nice as just using a sticker like that, right? Everything's dispensing correctly, which is nice. Cleans up nicely. Reliable machine. One thing I do like about these machines is when you put a quarter in and you turn it, it doesn't make some obnoxious noise like some of the other ones. Crank pretty hard. These are pretty quiet. We do have to hit up as many locations as we can today. Gotta love this coin trick, because look at that. It picks up almost every quarter in here. Right? It's nice. Let's count it up. Get on to the next one. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got going. I thought I'd just bring it outside. This way I can totally show you. Look how nice that looks, huh? Plentiful. I'm gonna go ahead and portion them in the bag right here, and then we'll pop them in, see where we're at. Gotta get rid of these pennies so we can get an accurate count. I love how it just eats the additional money and you don't really have to worry about quarters getting stuck in here or anything like that. That's a nasty ass quarter. Look how nice this pours in, huh? Nice clean shot. You gotta love it. Got to love it. And then from here, straight to the bag. It's a nice pull right there. So we're looking at 72 clean, minus 7.2, 7.2, that's 14.5. 14.5 off the top. 14.5 off the top, 14.5 for the house. The nice thing is, what do you think they're going to do with these quarters? This doesn't work as well. So gotta have the bag for the nice clean swoop, so you don't have to go around picking up quarters. Nonetheless, the nice thing is that machine just does what it needs to do. And then I came back, it's been about three and a half months or so, and we're looking at 57 in cells minus the VIG. Not bad. Turning straw into gold. Let's fucking go. You hate to cut off your losses thinking that they're potential wins, but for some reason it's part of the game and you got to be able to do it. And what I mean by that is yesterday I went to go check on a couple of my candy machines. The car wash I set up a month ago, he wanted me to check back. I did. Unfortunately, it made like $9 in about 4 to 5 weeks, which isn't very good. But I'm keeping it there, right? For now. But then I went to a barber shop 3 months later, and there was $5 in there. $5. It was like $5 or $6, and I was like, he's like, oh, bro. I'm like, it's got to go. It's got to go, you know. And so, you know, I'm pulling the machine. He's all like, oh, you don't have to take it, and I'm thinking, yeah, I do. Nice guy, cool shop, right? I wish it worked out, but when I got there, you know, it's like him doing like one haircut, so you know, it's just not enough traffic going on, right? And he's like, oh, you know, I was like, oh, yeah, no, I left it 20% out in the front. He's like, oh, you can take it. And I'm thinking, you know, no, you know, it's all good, which is nice. But, you know, man, my word, you know, I got yours right here. But yeah, I definitely had to take that machine, and you have to start doing that, right? And so I'm cutting from the bottom, right? I've done that. I keep doing that. I'm refining up. And here's the great news was, once I pick up the candy machine, it's kind of like at my house and I'm thinking, you know, hot potato. I got to get rid of it as soon as possible. So I really try to make some moves. So on the way here, I stopped by this little shopping center, and there's like a bar, a food place, and like a barber shop. And all three of these places are just like gems for me personally. And so I've been here before, but it's one of those things where it's like, you go back, drop off the cart again, talk to someone else, talk to the same person, say, hey, what's going on? And funny enough, this barbershop that I'm at right now has told me no in the past. Who knows how many times? Just like a lot of them do. So I had the candy machine on me. I pull it from the first barbershop. I knew there was a hotter one nearby, so I actually brought it over there. I brought it inside and I said, hey, what's up, dude? I was here a couple months ago. I just wanted to show you what the candy machine looked like. Seeing if you want, you know, do you guys want one? You guys want this one? You want me to set it up? And he's like, oh yeah, I remember you, man. I was like, yeah, you know, here's another business card just in case. And he's like, no, we're good. You know, we don't have that much space. And I'm thinking, dude, you got so much space in here, you don't even know. But whatever, you know, it looked like a great fit. I still think it is. The guy just wasn't interested for whatever reason, and that's cool. I gave him my card, he changes his mind. I went in there, showed them the decked out candy machine, which is sick because it shows everyone, not just him, like, hey, everyone, you sure you don't want this? And so maybe people will be like, hey, get that candy machine over here. Nonetheless, I did stop by this without the machine, talk to them. One of the guys in the front was like, hey man, I put in a good word for you, because they just have a single head gumball, right? Which personally I'm going to put out of business because no one's going to want those gumballs. For now, because it's a 4-chamber, to give them some sort of variation, I still had some of those, what are they called? I was trying out the, what are they? They're like the candy coated, what are they called? Damn it. Tootsie Rolls? Thank you. Oh my God. Candy coated Tootsie Rolls. So the nice thing is you can put those in the gumball chamber. And so it gives them some sort of variation, so they're not just getting another gumball there. But I'll tell you, I'm out of those, and I'm probably not going to re-up just because I had the issue where they were dispensing more than one half the time, and so that really cuts them the profit. If it dispensed one at a time, I would seriously probably re-up on them. They're just not this full size of like a gumball. If a gumball is like 100, they're like 0.95. And it's enough of a difference to dispense more than one. I don't like that. And plus, gumballs kill. I have an auto place in like Costa Mesa, and the funny thing was there was someone else that was there. He pulled his machine out for whatever reason, probably because I was killing it and he wasn't getting any more sales. I'll do the same with this guy. You want to put a single head gumball machine? That's great, but guess what? You're going under because you're using generic gumballs. And here I am. I got the best gumballs, right? I got the blow pop gumballs. I had someone raving about the lightning bolt gumballs that I was using at my other shop. I also just picked up some new ones, some sort of like red cherry filled ones or something like that, just because they were like out of the blow pop. Anyways, so guy's like, oh, I put in a good word for you, and I was like, and he's like, oh, you missed the owner. And I'm like, all right. So I called, talked to the owner, seemed cool, nice guy. I just met him right now. And so I set it up, I decked out the machine. I brought it in, showed him what he looked like. He scooted over the gumball machine and he's like, yeah, let's try it out, And I'll tell you this, I just turned that $5 into 3 months, probably into $25 a month. This looks like a grade A location. If this doesn't kill here, then I'm in the wrong business, because straight gem right here. Persistence is key. Refining up is key. Using the right machines, using the right candy, right? I decked this one out. Let's go take a look real quick. New location day in the house. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I'm excited about this one. Hey, how's it going? Candy machine over here. ATM machine in the back. We do have several workers, a lot of employees, a lot of foot traffic. Real nice shop. Kind of have this like brick look in the back. We do have the candy machine right over here. There's a single head gumball right here. Looks like he's using maybe a step up from the generic, but probably nothing too great. So I wanted some variation, so I just went ahead, put in some Tootsie Roll candy coated cheese right here. We do have the holiday M&Ms. Everything's dispensing correctly, which is nice. Everything just pops off hard. Just looks super clean. It's a great central spot. They do have like spacious like seating area as well. So I really think this one's gonna do pretty well. Plus, it's only about 15 minutes away from my house, which is nice. So I think it's just gonna be a banger of a spot. That was Edgar that you saw in there, the owner. Seems like a really playful, cool guy, which is nice. You know, I like to have good relations with everyone that I work with. So, you know, I try to do good work and right by everyone. Try to be as generous with the customer. I always peel off that 20%, you know, honest work, you know. I always pay them, no skimping, nothing like that. And I think they realize that, you know. So that's the cool thing is when I go in person and like they meet me, they feel more comfortable working with me. Plus they see the quality, right, in the machine, right? You don't get Starburst, you don't get specialty gumballs, right? You don't get good looking machines, but you know what? If you want to go, like they have pride in their shop. So for some reason, it's like, if you want to work with them, you want to match what's going on. You don't want to put a piece of junk in there. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm actually going to hook them up with a few quarters, try out the machine, and we're moving on to the next.